to make sure that there aren't any questions as we go. But feel free to type into the chat box if you have any questions as we go, and we will try to get to them at the end. So welcome to the first Businesses for the Bay Informational Lunch and Learn webinar. My name is Corinne Stevens, and I am the Business Partnerships Manager here at the Alliance of the Chesapeake Bay. I've been here at the Alliance for a year now and have been tasked to use my knowledge of corporate environmental stewardship to develop and manage the Alliance's Businesses for the Bay partnership, as well as grow other initiatives with the business community in the whole Chesapeake region. Before coming to the Alliance, I interned with Defenders of Wildlife and then worked with Wildlife Habitat Council for 8 years, managing their certification department and working closely with corporate landowners to establish wildlife habitat and environmental ed programs on their lands. I have a Bachelor's of Science in Animal Science with a minor in Environmental Policy from Rutgers University and a Master's of Science in Animals and Public Policy from Tufts University. And I am very excited to be here and look forward to working with all of the Alliance's partners, especially the businesses throughout the watershed, to restore and protect the Chesapeake Bay as well as its rivers and streams. So a little bit of housekeeping before we begin. If it's not done so already for you, please make sure you mute your phone or your computer so that I'm the only voice that other participants will hear. This will help cut out background noise. If you have any questions, please feel free to use the chat box that's on the bottom of your screen. So I'm going to go and show you my screen here. So if this is what you're seeing, if your screen is small and you're seeing a chat box and you're not seeing my screen full screen, what you can do is click on this little icon on the top right of your share screen up here in the gray bar. It looks like 4 little arrows pointing outwards. If you click on that, it will go to full screen and you'll be able to see my presentation on your entire screen. If you would like to use the chat box or see other participants, please click the exit full screen option that it'll give you on the top. And then your chat box will appear on the bottom if you want to use that function. So let's go back to the PowerPoint and get started. So you are all in the Businesses for the Bay webinar right now. But to give you a little bit of background, I want to tell you a little bit about the Alliance for the Chesapeake Bay quickly. The Alliance for the Chesapeake Bay is the organization that I work for, and Businesses for the Bay is run by the Alliance for the Chesapeake Bay. Our mission is to lead, support, and inspire local action and build partnerships to restore and protect the health of the streams, rivers, and lands of the Chesapeake watershed. Our strength at the Alliance for the Chesapeake Bay is that we are very uniquely focused to healing local streams, local rivers. We're a trusted leader of restoration for 45 years. We're celebrating that fun anniversary this year. We build and lead strong partnerships, including all types of individuals from across the watershed, including businesses. We mobilize volunteers, build stewardship. That's really what we do. We are not a lobbying or litigation voice. We are completely neutral, and we advocate for clean water and a healthier environment without litigation or lobbying. The main goals of the Alliance for the Chesapeake Bay are to build stewardship, reduce stormwater pollution, conserve and restore forests, assist local governments, and support our partners, all things that the Businesses for the Bay program do. So let's jump into Businesses for the Bay. So a little background as to why we have Businesses for the Bay, just to give everybody an idea. The Chesapeake Bay is the largest estuary in the United States. A picture of it right here. The watershed includes parts of Delaware, Maryland, New York, Pennsylvania, Virginia, and D.C. The Alliance happens to have offices and staff working out of Maryland, Pennsylvania, Virginia, and D.C. A key thing to know is that the Bay's health is linked to our decisions, and our impact on the Chesapeake Bay watershed has been tremendous. Keeping in mind that the Chesapeake Bay watershed is where we all work and live and play, and we all be in balance and be healthy. So a quote that we say often is, no one can do everything, but everyone can do something, and that's where Businesses for the Bay comes in. The businesses are playing a critical role in protecting and restoring the Chesapeake Bay and its watershed, and we want to make sure that you all receive credit for that. So the Businesses for the Bay program has been launched for about a month now, but it's been in the works for 3 or 4 years already. The Alliance for the Chesapeake Bay has been in touch with businesses throughout the watershed. Probably over 200 have contributed ideas through our Chesapeake business, as well as talking to us individually. The key things that the businesses have asked us to make businesses for the Bay are listed here on the screen. So it's completely a by business for business program. It's designed with businesses in mind, and businesses have helped us design it, and they're going to help us evolve the program as we move. The key things it does is recognize business for innovation and achievement. It links sustainability with Chesapeake Bay goals. It harnesses the power of employee engagement. It builds a collaborative network. It's a way for people to share information, and it was built with the Alliance for the Chesapeake Bay along with a business-based steering committee. And we'll get to all these different points as we go through the webinar. So the key parts of our mission statement, it's a long sentence, but the key parts is that we're encouraging businesses to take voluntary, measurable action to support protection and restoration of the Chesapeake Bay. And the second part is that we're helping the public understand the valuable roles the business community in sustaining the health of the Bay and its watershed. So why businesses for the Bay? Why is this something that you might want to get involved with in your business? It's just a perfect way to help your business connect with the community, enhance your environmental goals. We can engage your employees, and we're going to help connect you to your local community, all in a positive way. To join the member association. Associate with the Trusted Alliance for the Chesapeake Bay. For example, all Businesses for the Bay members will be able to use the Businesses for the Bay logo on their marketing materials. Be part of this great network of business leaders. We've got a great network already created, and it's just great moving forward. We also are going to help you connect to other organizations that are not businesses. So we're a good way to have you connect with local NGOs, your non-governmental organizations, those nonprofits, your watershed groups in the areas, as well as governmental agencies. If you want to take some voluntary and measurable actions, which we'll get to later on, that's a great reason to join. We're going to be able to help you share your lessons learned, success stories, best practices through online forums like this, as well as in-person Chesapeake business forums. We help enhance business social responsibility, and we will help you participate in professional development opportunities. We're hoping in the future we'll have some professional opportunities to invite our Businesses for the Bay members and partners to. We will build recognition, help you engage employees, and all the way at the end, but definitely not the least, is helping to accomplish your environmental sustainability goals that your business has in place. So who should join Businesses for the Bay? Everybody. We accept all businesses throughout the watershed. Here's a map of the watershed. You can see where the watershed is, you know, and on all the different states that we mentioned before. All sizes of business. We have some members right now where they have one working at the facility, and we also have businesses where there's over 1,000 employees working there. So all sizes of businesses, all sectors are invited. You can either have sustainability goals or sustainability plan, or we work with you if you don't have one, and we can try to help you create one if you want one. And then obviously employee interest in the program is a plus. If you have your employees engaged and part of your program, that would be helpful. So how you can help the Chesapeake Bay. This is getting to where the businesses wanted to see a connection to the Chesapeake Bay watershed goals. So in 2014, a landmark agreement signed by the federal government and local state governments set goals that will enhance and advance the restoration and protection of the Chesapeake Bay. This is called the Chesapeake Bay Watershed Agreement. It was signed in 2014 and includes 5 themes that are all intended to create focus to help achieve the goals in the agreement. Hopefully the goals will be achieved by 2025. And this is where businesses can come in and help out. All of the different things that you can work on through Businesses for the Bay are connected to these 5 themes, which are clean water, habitats, conserving land, climate change resiliency, and engaging community. So again, just a recap of the Chesapeake Bay Watershed Agreement. It was signed by all the states and DC. It's a great set of goals and outcomes. It guides watershed restoration efforts for the next coming decade. there's a great regional context within which to communicate and show businesses for the Bay accomplishments. That's taking all the accomplishments that our Businesses for the Bay members have accomplished from the past year of membership and putting a regional context, showing the public why it's so important that the businesses are doing these sort of things. The Watershed Agreement has some measurable actions that Businesses for the Bay members can commit to as far as their membership. So there's all different types of ways to be a member of Businesses for the Bay. You can be a member, you can be a sponsor, you could be a networking partner, and we'll get to all of these in a second. The businesses are welcome to be members and sponsors. The networking partners are for NGOs, the nonprofits, and governmental folks. And NGOs can also be members if they would like to as well. We have Luck Ecosystems is actually a member and a sponsor, which is exciting, but we'll get to that in a second. So here's the requirements to be part of the membership association. Once you fulfill these requirements, you will be included in the membership association and all of the benefits. You have to be a business. Again, you can be a for-profit or a nonprofit. You can be family-owned, you can be publicly traded, doesn't matter as long as you're a business. We would like all of our businesses to be in compliance or working towards compliance, all applicable environmental regulations and requirements. Your actions that you take have to go above and beyond requirements. So if you are required to do some sort of wetland project, for example, by law, you must go above and beyond whatever you are required to do to have that project count towards Businesses for the Bay. We want you to pledge to actively participate and encourage your employees to volunteer and to participate and to learn from the program. We would like you to commit to at least one action that's tied to the Chesapeake Bay Watershed Agreement. You have to do some sort of one project, at least one project, to be a member of Businesses for the Bay, and we'll get to that. You have to fill out a very simple membership application. It takes about 15 minutes to fill out, and it's all online, and you have to pay your membership fee, and we'll get to all that in a second. So different levels of memberships that you can gain depending on how many actions that you're doing. So membership levels are action-based. And again, we'll get to the actions in a second to explain what that means, but keep this in the back of your mind as we talk about actions in a little bit. So if you're one action, your business has decided it's going to plant 10 trees, that's considered one action. You're planting trees as your action, and you will get all of the benefits in the bronze category, including recognition on our Alliance websites, in press releases, you'll get a certificate, you'll get to use the Businesses for the Bay logo, for example. If you decide to take at least three actions, commit to 3 actions that you're going to work on for the next year, you'll get those set of benefits, including free Businesses for the Bay stickers and window clings, discounts to events, and then gold is the coveted level. We already have some gold members, which is exciting. Those folks are doing 5 or more actions that they've committed to for this year. And they're going to get some more benefits. They're going to get all the things silver and bronze get, as well as personalized support and program-specific press releases that we send out to up to 5 of media contacts that you would like us to send a press release to. What to expect from Businesses from the Bay membership? Again, it's a membership association that you're joining when you join Businesses for the Bay. And from there, we will send you your recognition. We'll send you your certificate. We'll work on your press releases with you. You'll get your window clings or your stickers if you want them. You'll also be invited to annual Chesapeake Business Forums. We've already held 2. We've held one in Richmond in 2014 and one in Baltimore, Maryland in 2015, with more planned in 2016. You'll be invited to professional development opportunities as they come up. We'll invite you to other Businesses for the Bay events as they come up as well, in addition to those top 2. We invite everybody to be in our LinkedIn network, and that information is on the last slide of this presentation. If you want to be on the LinkedIn network, we will get you LinkedIn, and you don't even need to be a member. You can get LinkedIn even before you join as a member. And LinkedIn, we offer it to everybody, whether you're a nonprofit or a government agency or a business. Everybody's involved in LinkedIn to help a healthy discussion between all different groups. We will support you. However, if you need help from me, you can give me a call and I'll help out. And you can expect some engaged employees. You can expect some excited employees. Employees love to get outside and to do things and to get dirty, especially if their employers are recognizing them for it and encouraging it. So we're going to jump back to these 5 themes from the Chesapeake Bay Watershed Agreement for a second. On our website, you will find, these are just a very small sample of the different examples we give, but on our website, you'll be able to find examples of all different types of projects that you want to engage in and count as your action, as well as the simple metrics that you can report on when you renew annually, and that's all on our website. But this is just a small snippet, small sample. So for example, if your business has in their sustainability plan that you're going to help clean water, you're going to help clean up the water or prevent it from getting dirty in the first place, we can offer you a bunch of different examples of projects that you could do to accomplish that. And I'll get to all the different examples in a second. The examples that you're going to find on our website, again, are just examples. So if you come up with your own project that you want to do or engaging communities and it's not listed on our website, you're more than welcome to do it. We can just chat it out and make sure that it fulfills requirements, which I'm sure it will. So these are those examples of actions that you can find on our website. An example of these are samples of examples, basically. There's many more that you can pick from. But say you want to help fisheries and habitats, you want to help the abundant life theme of the Chesapeake Bay Watershed Agreement. Maybe you might decide to control non-native invasive species property or local park, or maybe you want to plant native trees, for example. If engaging communities is what your business wants to focus on, you can create or sustain a green team. If you already have a green team, great. You'll get credit for that when you apply for membership. Maybe you want to participate in Project Clean Stream, which is a program coming up from the Alliance for the Chesapeake Bay that we engage people and get them outside and actually cleaning up the environment, cleaning up the local streams. Say you want to do all of the above. Say you want to do clean water and abundant life and engage communities. You're more than welcome to pick actions from any category or any theme that you would like. And then there's an extra category that we threw in that you can get credit for. Once you have at least one action that you picked from one of these 5 themes right here, you can also pick actions from other green initiatives. Some examples that we give are utilizing an alternative energy source, such as over here you can see solar panels from Incline Solutions, one of our members. You can help by greening your company travel. Maybe you want to buy all Volts or Priuses instead of buying gas cars as you move forward, buying fleets. You can reduce water consumption and you can reduce energy consumption. All these things will help bump your membership level up if you do any of them. Right now, these are our list of members. We have 14 with more on the way. They're working on their applications. Everybody that applies for membership by April 1st, which is it's coming up, but you have time to get in an application before then if you would like. If you apply on or before April 1st, founding member. On our website, you will get a little ribbon next to your name that calls you a founding member, and we'll call you a founding member from here on out if you're a founding member. So everybody on this list right now deserves a round of applause. They're all doing great things, and they're all founding members. And they're all throughout the watershed, actually, which is great. So to be included in the membership association, just like any membership association, there are fees associated with it. And we base our fees on the number of employees at your facility. So if you're a small business and you have 15 employees, you'll owe $200 for your membership for that year. If you're in a large facility, say you have 1,000 employees working there, you'll owe $1,000 for the year. A fun thing that we added is we heard from some businesses that say they have 10 facilities throughout the watershed, and they don't want to apply for just one membership, one corporate membership. They want all 10 facilities to get credit. They want every single facility to be listed on our website. They want all of them to be gold and to each get their individual press release. But they're a little bit concerned and don't want to pay $20,000 for each one of these, for the total of all the facilities. So for those folks, for the businesses with multiple facilities in the watershed, we offer a bundle discount. For $5,000, you can get up to 10 applications, meaning 10 individual sites from a particular company can all apply under the same bundle discount, and you'll only be charged $5,000, no matter how many employees are at every facility. So that's a great thing that businesses asked us for. Our steering committee asked us to add that, and we added it in because it sounded like a great idea. So before we get into sponsorships, let me close out of this for a second and just make sure there's nothing in the chat box. Great. Wanted to make sure there were no questions coming up. If you have questions as we go, feel free to type them in. I can check in every once in a while on the chat box. And a better question for the end, we may save it towards the end. Okay, so back to the PowerPoint. Sponsorship. We saw in an earlier slide, there were 3 ways that you could join Businesses for the Bay. You could be a member, like one of these great founding members that we have here. You could be a sponsor, which we're about to talk about, or you could be a networking partner, which we're going to talk about in a few minutes. Sponsorships is an annual contribution either in addition to or instead of membership. So say you're a business or a nonprofit or a government agency and you really want to take advantage of these sponsorship benefits that are listed here on the website. You can be a sponsor of Businesses for the Bay without being a member, which we have one of our sponsors right here, Chesapeake Center for Excellence, is a sponsor, but not a member. Or you can be a member and a sponsor like Luck Ecosystems. They're both. So going back to this page, every sponsor of Businesses for the Bay gets recognized as a Chesapeake Business Forum sponsor. When we hold those forums, your logo and your name will be all over the place. You'll also get your logo on our sponsor website and in PowerPoints like this when I share it, throughout the watershed and do presentations. That's for a basic $1,000 sponsorship level. And then the different things that you get, your benefits that you get, all increase with the amount of money. So this is actually the benefits do depend on the amount of money that you sponsor. We have a bunch of leadership and partner sponsors in the works. We're just finalizing some last-minute details with them, but our sponsor slide is about to grow. So if you want to be part of that growing sponsorship slide, definitely feel free to let me know. In addition to getting your recognized, the partners and the leaders get free meeting registrations to our Businesses for the Bay and some Alliance for the Chesapeake Bay events. And they also get personalized support. So if your business needs some help getting the word out, wants some help trying to tell people how sustainable you are, we'll help you with that if you're a sponsor. And then leadership sponsors get first priority when I'm picking speakers for different events that we have. So that's a fun thing that the leadership sponsors get. And again, you just saw this, but these are our 2 sponsors so far for 2016. And like I said, we have a bunch more in the works, and the slide is about to get to fill up, just like the member slide. So this is the last way to get involved with Businesses for the Bay, and you can become a Businesses for the Bay networking partner. Right now we have 2 of them, again, with more in the works, more people that I'm working with. So if you're on the call and you're in a governmental agency where people are, or a nonprofit and don't want to join as a member, but you want to get involved, you want to kind of help and network with the businesses, and you want to share your ideas as well, and help me kind of promote Businesses for the Bay, and I can help promote your events as well. If this sounds like something you might be interested in, you fit perfectly into the networking partners. Networking partners are free. Again, we include anybody from government or nonprofit who wants to join us. Right now we have two, as you can see, Annapolis Green and Chesapeake, Virginia. The garage, the fleet garage that Chesapeake, Virginia has, is joined as a networking partner. They have their own page on the Businesses for the Bay website. They will be invited to participate in all Businesses for the Bay events. They are allowed to network with businesses as well as each other. They're on our LinkedIn site. You can say hi to them, talk to them through LinkedIn if you want. They help us raise awareness about both Businesses for the Bay as well as the Chesapeake Bay watershed and the environment and sustainability. And again, they are free to join. So lastly, we talked a little bit about how we created the Businesses for the Bay program. And we have a steering committee of business members that was started a couple of years ago, and we've been adding to it as we go and as we grow. The folks that are on the steering committee are from throughout the watershed. We've got small, small businesses that are involved, like Dancing Grass Designs. We also have large businesses involved, like Luckstone, Smithfield, and Lockheed Martin, and everywhere in between. So the steering committee has been absolutely amazing. They have helped me every step of the way. They helped me design the program. They also deserve a pat on the back. I call on them when I have specific questions, and sometimes I call on specific members depending on what their expertise is to get some feedback on the program. Because again, this is a by business, for business program. We want it to be everything that businesses want it to be. So the steering committee is a really important part of the Businesses for the Bay program. This is my contact info. Again, I'm Corinne. I'm the Business Partnerships Manager with the Alliance for the Chesapeake Bay. Our website here is businesses.allianceforthebay.org. On that website, you can find pretty much all the information that was in this PowerPoint, all on different pages, of course. You'll find a list of all of our members. You'll find a directory that afterwards, if anybody wants to see, if anybody wants to stay on the line, I can show you how to use the directory, how to find business members. You'll also see on the directory that all of our business members have a contact. So they all have a person and an email address that the public can contact if they have questions about their project, or if they want to hire them, for example. Say they really like that, they're a Businesses for the Bay member, have a great sustainability plan, maybe they want to hire that contractor. There's an email address right there. And again, I can't push this LinkedIn group enough. It's free to join. Everybody's welcome. Businesses, government agencies, nonprofits, everybody's welcome. We really want it to be a great page for people to network. And I also post different events on that page and articles and things for professional development. So that is the end of my PowerPoint. I didn't want to keep anybody more than about a half an hour, and it looks like we hit that perfectly. I'm going to open it up for questions now. If anybody wants to stay on the line and go through questions, I'm going to click back to the chat box to see if there's any questions. If there are not any questions, let's see. Right now there are no questions, so that's either really good news that I answered all your questions as I went, or really bad news that people are eating their lunch and not listening. I'm not sure. Hopefully it's the first, that I answered everybody's questions as we went. But I will stay on the phone. And which government agencies signed the Chesapeake Bay Watershed Agreement? That's a great question, Mike. It was all of the states that are involved. So every single state in the Chesapeake Bay Watershed, their state government agencies all signed it. And the Chesapeake Bay program is also involved very, very closely. They're EPA run. But I'm not sure. We can go to the Chesapeake Bay Watershed Agreement website, and I'm sure everybody who signed it is listed there. Does anybody else have any questions? The EPA, yeah, so the EPA runs the Chesapeake Bay program, and they're involved with it. I'm not as familiar with the Chesapeake Bay Watershed Agreement to know exactly who signed it. Definitely take a look at their website if you want to, and it has a list. I can picture the agreement. It's got a whole list of everybody who signed the agreement. with all the signatures actually. And actually on our website, let me jump to our website. Our website has a link to the Chesapeake Bay Watershed Agreement. So this is our Businesses for the Bay website. If we go to the projects page, this is where we list all the different examples of actions that businesses can take. Here you can download the Chesapeake Bay Watershed Agreement, and I think on the second page it has a list of every single person who signed it, and all their signatures are there as well. And then while we're here, if anybody wants to see it, we can go on Members, click on Directory, and these are all of our members right now. You saw them all on the slide, but here they all are. Some of them that decided they wanted to have a quote added, we're able to add a quote that we will then include in the press release if they're a gold member, like Lockheed Martin Manassas is a gold member. If you click on, we'll click on this top one, you can see you get your project summary, which includes all your different programmatic information. You can see that these people are a silver member, they're a founding member. They get to include a photo. This is our main contact here, Mark Sutherland. Dr. Mark Sutherland is checking an amphibian cover board and finding an amphibian. And then you can see his quote and the different Chesapeake Bay Agreement themes that Mark is covering. I'll check back here. If there's any other questions that you don't want to type into here, you can definitely feel free to send me an email. Again, my contact information is all over the website as well as right here. Send me an email and I will answer your question. I can also, if you want it, I can PDF this for you and email you the presentation so that you have it if you would like a copy. I'll also post it on the Business for the Bay member website, which is only available to Businesses for the Bay members right now. But the members will be able to download it directly where they, right there on the page, they can download other presentations as well as our Businesses for the Bay logos. No more. That concludes our Businesses for the Bay informational webinar. I don't want to take up your entire lunch hour, so if there's no more questions, I thank you all for joining us. I hope you all learned a lot about Businesses for the Bay. I hope you all join this LinkedIn group right here. If you go to LinkedIn in the search and you just type in Businesses for the Bay, it's the first thing that comes up right there in LinkedIn. Join that. That's the first step towards membership, and then if you decide you would like to be a member or a sponsor or a networking partner, definitely feel free to send me an email or set up a time to chat, and I'm happy to answer any personal questions. Thank you again to everybody, and have a great rest of the day, and happy spring. Thank you.